Hey, beautiful people, it's Rickita, and I'm back with another live video. So, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys send me your questions. I'm going to start by answering all of your questions that already got sent to me. So, if you guys are not a part of my texting club, text score to 21,000 because I sent a link to everybody earlier telling y'all send me some questions. So, I have a lot to answer today. So, we do have a lot of questions today. So, thank you to everybody that actually sent me your questions. And I also want to make an announcement. If you guys can see, I have my exclusive credit member t-shirt on. I have not sent these out to everybody. So if you already completed the link for your exclusive t-shirt, because you're a part of my exclusive membership, your exclusive member t-shirt, then I'm going to go ahead and drop that link for you guys now so you can go ahead and fill out the application. I want to say it's application. Just fill out the quick form, and then I'll go ahead and I'll have all the details to send it to you. So if you guys are already part of exclusive membership, make sure you fill out this form here, and then I'll go ahead and send you your exclusive t-shirt. Now, like I said, I haven't sent out the exclusive t-shirts for everybody that actually sent it in already. I haven't sent that out. We ran into a problem. So I showed you guys the white t-shirt. So you guys, if you look at one of my old videos, my other videos, then you guys will see like the white t-shirts that we're doing. But it's hard for me to get more white t-shirts because the company I used to get more white t-shirts, they're out of stock. So I was like, listen, I like the black t-shirts anyway. So some people, you may receive a white t-shirt, you may receive a black t-shirt. I really don't know which ones I'm going to give you guys, but make sure you guys just send me your size and you guys will get it if you are part of the exclusive membership. So definitely go ahead and fill out that form, and I actually have it down in the comments. So if you have any questions, just always call or text us 833-RICKITA, and then we'll answer your questions. But I feel as if I'm going to have those out for you guys, I'll say by the end of next week. We're going to have those out to everybody. And I have my journal too, you guys. So you guys are also going to get a copy of my planner. So my planner, I will teach you guys how I actually plan out my 90 days. So on my planner, I actually write all of my goals down that I want to accomplish. So I usually find, just pick like 12 goals that I want to accomplish. And then I just separate 4 goals within a month. And then when it's time for you to plan out your month, you're going to write out you're going to put your 4 goals on this side. I'm sorry. Put your 4 goals over here on this side. And then say if you have one goal, one of my goals is I want to be 155 pounds by the end of August. So that was one of my goals. So I put that I have to at least lose, I think I have to lose 5 pounds a month. So one of my things was I'll make sure that I drink at least 8 cups of water. That was one of my tasks. And I'll just make sure I put on here the different days. I'm going to make sure I focus on it more too. But we'll get deeper into our goals and things like that. But you guys are going to get a copy of this, and you guys can start planning out your day. So from 7 a.m. all the way to 7 p.m., you guys will have space to write like the different things you want to do within your day. And then also water tracking. Water is huge. You guys have that. But I'm going to go over this on my personal channel. So I have my All Things Rickita channel. I'm going to go over this planner, and you guys probably want to see the video before you can get the planner. But please, you guys, take this planner seriously. And if you write in this every day and you set your goals, say if you want to get a certain amount of credit cards, within 3 months, maybe you will just apply for a credit card every month or something like that, right? And when you apply for the credit card, you're just going to say what day you want to apply for. And when that day comes, you just do it. So this is very useful. And then I actually gave this book to them, and they said, I put in the planner that I want to get pre-approved. And look, they already pre-approved, and they're in the process of actually buying a house. So I want you guys to really take this seriously. But if you guys already filled out the link for the exclusive membership, your t-shirt, then you guys are also going to get a free copy of this. So I'm really excited about that. But let's get into these questions. And I'm going to answer. Okay, you sent your questions already. That's good. I'm going to answer the questions that I already have first. And I'm going to put them on the screen so you guys can read them too. But I'm going to answer those first. And then if you guys just want to drop some questions here, I can go over those last. But it'd be best if you actually fill out that link, because then I'll just go straight up the list and answer those questions. So this is the first question that I actually got from someone. Holmes, last name Holmes. So let's see here, you guys. So they said their sister, so their friend told them that they tried to do the shopping cart trick and they got 3 hard inquiries. Let's get this one because it's actually done all the way. Have you ever heard of that happening? I haven't heard of people getting hard inquiries, but when someone get hard inquiries on their credit reports, it's usually from companies such as, like, if you apply for the Camping World Visa credit card, they may give you a hard inquiry. I've heard people say that about them. And that will be the not the Camping World Visa, the Camping World website with the Good Sam Visa. I heard people getting inquiry with them. I heard that some people got inquiries with Overstock, but with Overstock, don't forget they're going to ask for your full Social Security number. And I let people know that if you don't have your full Social Security number on there, then they technically can't pull your credit. So a lot of people were putting this in instead of like their full social. They'll put the first 3 digits. I mean, they'll put all zeros. 5 zeros, and then put the last 4 digits of their Social Security number in to avoid that inquiry with Overstock. But like I said, I've heard it for if you guys want to try to get that Camping World. If you guys try to get the Sportsman Guide credit card too, that's like a bonus. If you guys don't have the shopping cart trick guide that I have, that's like a bonus credit card I tell you guys about. But I heard some people may have got inquiries with them, and sometimes Victoria's Secrets too. So Victoria's Secrets and the Camping World, and sometimes the Overstock. But with Overstock, make sure you guys are putting this in. Like, make sure you guys are putting this in, and then you shouldn't get a hard inquiry. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let me copy that. Let's see if you have any more questions. Let me add them here. How many days should I wait to do the shopping cart trick if it doesn't work for me? So if you guys are trying to do the shopping cart trick and it doesn't work for you, I'll tell people literally try every day and try with different companies. And the only reason why I say that is because maybe you're not in a system when you try, and you may think, okay, should I just try once a month? Should I try once a week? I don't know how desperate you are, but when I was trying to get my clients credit cards through the shopping cart trick, I would tell them, hey, y'all need to try this every day because you don't know when you may be in the system. And if you get in the system and you don't even know it and you stop trying, then you're never going to know that it was actually able to work for you. So whenever you go ahead and fill out the Factor Trust application, as soon as you go ahead and put your information in there, and also do the pre-screen opt-out, as soon as you do both of those, I tell people to try every day. It takes less than 5 minutes for you just to try to see if you can get a pop-up. And if you want to make sure that your information is in the system, you want to make sure that you're trying like the Victoria's Secret and Express credit card, even if you don't want them, just to see if you can get that pop-up, because those credit cards is actually easier to get a pop-up for those credit cards than any other credit cards. So try the Victoria's Secret credit card and try the Express credit card, and just try it every day. It should take you about 8 minutes to do both of those. And if you get the pop-up, you don't have to go further to get the credit card. You can actually just try the shopping cart trick with a different company. So say if you want to get the Overstock credit card, now that you know it's working for Victoria's Secrets and Express, you know that your information is now in the system. So now you can try the Overstock, or you guys can also try to do like the Camping World or any other credit card that you want to do, like the Lane Bryant credit card. But try it every day, like literally try it every day. Okay, so let's see. These are some good ones. Well, this is a really good one. I see this video, a lot of people watching this video right now. So I think this one right here is like very, very important, because a lot of people, they're trying to get credit cards, and a lot of people don't have the best credit to even get credit cards. So let me actually show you this comment. Actually got okay, so what other credit cards would you refer aside from the My Jewelers Club and the New Coast Direct? Oh, let me say this. When it comes down to the My Jewelers Club and the New Coast Direct, the only reason why people is getting these credit cards to begin with is because they want to have higher limit trade lines. Excuse me. So if you guys want to have higher limit trade lines, you may add it to your credit reports. You probably signed up for like the My Jewelers Club and the New Coast Direct, because each company will give you a $5,000 line and they'll report it to the credit bureaus. But right now they're having issues with their reporting. And if anybody see that anything is changing on their end, definitely let me know in the comments. But I know for sure, like, they're not reporting for me anymore. I think maybe one on one account, but I think it's actually all the way gone. If it's stuck on anyone, it has to be my experience, because I don't see it at all, like on Credit Karma at all. So I keep checking on Credit Karma to see like the updates, and that's how I knew like it was gone. But I know for sure they're only reporting that if they're reporting at all, it's reporting probably only to Experian. So a lot of people only wanted that just to boost their credit score and to make it seem like they have higher limit credit cards. So I always tell people, hey, won't you try to get the TwoMo credit card? With that credit card, they're not going to check your credit. And I believe, I haven't been seeing it in a while, but I believe that will go up to $10,000. So I always tell people, try to apply for that. They're just going to look into your bank account, see what type of deposits you have coming in, and see how much they'll approve you for based off of that. And like I told you guys, I applied for it back in September. I finally got the application in November. Hopefully it's a faster process to do that, but that's a credit card where they're not going to check your credit, and they're going to add that, higher limit credit card onto your credit report. So hopefully you guys have good banking history, because if you do, then you can go ahead and just try to get that credit card. And when that's added, your credit score should really go up a lot. But I only really see them reporting to my Equifax though. And I'll have to look on my Experian again, but I believe it's only reporting to Equifax. And when they actually reported it later than me actually getting the card. So I got approved in November. I don't think they started reporting until like January or February. So their reporting is kind of tricky. And I always tell people too, if you're looking to get the My Jewelers Club and a New Coast Direct credit card, you may need to start building your credit, because at some point or sometime you're going to want to have your credit just all the way together so that you can get any credit card that has a high limit. People are getting approved for a high limits all the time. It's just that their credit is good, so that they're not looking for My Jewelers Club and a New Coast Direct. So if you want to start off, your credit is bad, start with the Navy Fed credit card. I always tell people the Navy Fed secure credit card. Yeah, you have to put up $200, but in 6 months, they're going to increase that to a $2,000 credit card. So you're going to start off with the blue credit card with them. And then after that, they're going to give you an increase to $2,000. And on top of giving an increase, they're going to see your new credit card, which is going to be that green credit card. So I always tell people to definitely do that just to start building credit. And it's not the $5,000, but it's a real credit card. Like, you can really use it. My Jewelers Club, you have to pay $95, $99 per year. Same with New Coast Direct. And if you stop paying, they're just going to stop reporting anyway. So I'd rather you guys have like an actual credit card that you're building like history with, because like if you start building history in Navy Fed, I see a lot of people all the time getting approved for $15,000, $20,000 credit cards. So definitely I want you guys to build a relationship with Navy Fed, and you can start building that relationship with only $200, a secure credit card. 6 months, they go to $2,000. When you get that increase, you can apply for another credit card with Navy Fed. But I really want us to start building relationships with actual credit card companies. Like, seriously, you have to build a relationship. Don't just depend on like the My Jewelers Club and the New Coast Direct, or you will really be stuck. So hopefully that answered your question on who I suggest you guys go with. So I suggest if you're looking for those, that means your credit may not be the best. That means that you may want to just start with Navy Fed and just build your way up from there. And you guys too, you can always do that TwoMo credit card. Okay, so let's see what else we have. So what is the safest score when you apply for a home? Let me add that here for you guys. So when you apply for a home, they're going to look to see if you have at least, it depends on let's start over kind of. It depends on what type of loan you're trying to get. Like if you're trying to get a FHA loan, I have lenders right now that say they can go all the way down to a 580 credit score. So if you have a 580 credit score, don't have more than $2,000 in collections, and your debt to income ratio is good, you've been at your job for 2 years, then you can possibly go with the FHA loan where you'll put 3.5% down. So if you buy a $100,000 house, that's $3,500 down. If you are buying a $200,000 house, that's $7,000 down. Now that's an FHA loan. You're only going to need a 580 credit score. If you're trying to do like a no money down USDA loan, I always tell people you only need a 620 credit score to get that loan. So these are the required scores for you to go ahead and get that loan. And with the USDA, you don't have to put any money down on your home. So that's a 0% down payment. If you guys are trying to do like a VA loan, if you are able to get the VA loan, then I have lenders that say they can go all the way down to a 550 credit score. So, you know, that is extremely low. So they go all the way down to a 550 credit score. And then like conventional, you're around that like 620, 640 credit score. Now that you know like the basic credit scores, I want you to know what's the safest. Like, what is the safest credit score? Now, as you know the basics, I always tell people if you have at least a 680 credit score, if you have at least a 680 credit score, you wouldn't go wrong because the safest mean that you're going to get the home. And some people that apply for it and like, I got a 580 credit score, but something go wrong. Something reports to their credit report, such as they spent too much on their credit card, and just that little bit that they spent dropped their credit score some. Now they was already at 580, now they're at 570, and now they're not able to get the home. So I always tell people try to have like a 680 because then you'll have all your options open on what type of loan. On any type of loan that you want to get. So try to have at least a 680 credit score if you want to have the safest credit score. Now, if you like, hey, listen, I need to get this home, we're going to figure this out, I'm not going to just wait till I get that 680 credit score. You don't have to do that because people getting approved right now, like I said, with the 580 credit score, and they're going ahead and getting their home. So the safest credit score, I'll say the safest is a 680 credit score. That's just the safest. It's a lot of wiggle room with that. Alrighty, so let's see our next question. So like I said, you guys, you can drop the questions here. I told everybody that's a part of my texting club, so you guys can text SCORE to 21,000. If you guys are part of my texting club, I told you guys to send me questions. So I have some questions that was already sent to me, and then I'm going over the questions that I actually got from you guys today. But I have that link down in the description, so you can go ahead and fill out that link, and then I'll answer the question for you, or you can just drop them down below in the comments, and then I'll answer them for you that way. But I am going to go through all the questions that I have already, and then we'll go over any additional questions that you guys may have. So someone was asking me about the credit builder loan. The credit builder loan. Now they was asked, let me actually go ahead and copy that here so you can see it. So they're saying, what other one are you talking about? Credit builder? Is that the Chime card? Anytime that I'm talking about a credit builder, anytime I'm talking about a credit builder loan or credit builder ways to build your credit, I'm always most likely talking about Self. So I always tell you guys about Self. I pay $48 a month for Self. Every month they're reporting to the credit bureaus and I'm paying on time. And then that's helping me have history on my credit reports. On top of that, that's helping me build my credit. So let me see. Let me share my screen so you guys can see what the Self actually looks like. So let's see. Let me show you. Let me share my screen with you so you can see what the Self is. Now, I told you guys when I first signed up for So, well, at least let me say this. Self said that my credit went up a total of 155 points since being with them. Now that don't mean that Self did that, but since being with them, my credit score has went up that much. So let me share my screen so you guys can see what the Self actually looks like. So if you guys are ever looking, let me take this off. If you guys are ever looking for a way to increase your credit score and you don't want to take out a personal loan, or if you guys, not only do you not want to take out a personal loan, but you probably can't take out a personal loan. I see a lot of people talk about how their credit score went up a lot with this Self loan. Now they have it so that you can only put that you're only required to put $25 on it. So put $25 down per month. So you'll pay $9 to start. And then after that, you'll start doing your payments for the set amount of months that you want to pay. So I pay for a year, but you guys can also do like the $25 per month for 2 years. That means you'll have 2 years of history. Now I heard some people talking about like the credit strong, and I just heard so many bad things about it that I didn't even really want to get into it. I will make a video about it. I haven't made a video at all about it, but I'm going to make a video, telling you guys about the credit strong. But I always suggest the self credit builder. And this is just like think about this as the installment account. I always tell you guys, have 4 credit cards and have at least 2 installment accounts on your credit reports. And when you have these 6 things on your credit reports, it's going to make it easier for your credit score to go up, because now you have different things reporting to the credit bureaus for you. And they're going to report to all 3 credit bureaus, give them about 30 days, but they're not going to do like a credit check to the point where you're going to get denied for it. So this is a good way. If your credit score is really low, you need to start building it up. Try to do this, because if you guys look at my old videos and look in the comments, you're going to see a lot of people talk about how to actually help them build their credit. So I definitely think you guys should definitely sign up for the Self Credit Builder loan. And if you guys are with them and you don't have credit cards, after you pay at least $100 into the account and made at least 3 payments on time, they're going to use that money that you paid so far, and they're able to give you a secure credit card, which is really good. So it's a Visa credit card, and then they're going to report that Visa to your credit report. So now you have 2 accounts. So that's another thing I like about them. It's like the money is not technically just sitting there in your credit builder loan. You could have it that way, but if you need a secure credit card, in 3 months, you're able to get one. So at least if you pay $100 into your account. So I always tell people, definitely sign up for the Self Credit Builder loan. And when you sign up for them, like I pay the $48 per month, I have to pay that for a year. But after a year, they'll send me all the money back that I paid, because I don't have the secure credit card. So they'll send me all the money back that I paid. And I usually just use that, for as a treat for myself, or I may use it to like pay down any debt that I have. It's just a great way for you guys to save. I used to have a lot of people that want to buy a home, and they'll use that, like, I just want to buy a house in a year. They'll use that as one additional way for them to save. And it's a great way. So if you guys are not disciplined, and I'm saying this because some people may laugh about it, but I remember when I was not disciplined enough to like catch all of my bills. Like, you have all of these bills coming through. If you're not disciplined enough to pay every bill on time every month, this is like a great way to practice, because they're going to take the money out of your account. So make sure you look forward, like, hey, I know $48 is going to come out. Make sure you guys look forward to that. And if you're paying it every month on time, you're getting that history. So you guys are learning how to save. You guys are learning how to pay bills on time. And you guys also are getting that history on your credit report. So definitely, if you guys need to start building your credit and you don't have any installment accounts, or you just need another one, definitely sign up for Self. And I have it right here in the comments for you guys. And I also have it in the description if you guys are watching this video later. I really do like that Self account, though. I really, really like that account. So let's see what other questions we have. I believe inquiries are killing my score. It may be. It may be. It just really depends. Let me actually drop this for you. So somebody say, I think inquiries are actually killing my score. Can you help with those? And if so, how much? So if you guys look in the description, I actually have my method of how you can get credit, how you can get these credit inquiries removed from your credit reports in less than 12 hours. So you guys can definitely try to do that. And I don't do that for people. It's something very simple that you can actually do on your own. And I don't know where it's at. It may be in the description. I actually have a free letter that people can use to send into the credit bureaus to get their inquiries removed. But the thing about the letter is the credit bureaus, it's a hit or miss sometimes, you know, depending on if you send a police report in or if you're going to send anything in from the FTC. But it's usually a hit or miss with that letter. So I always tell people just to call it, get it over with. It takes less time. You don't have to wait 30 days for them to reply to your dispute, which is what you're doing with the letter. So I always tell people just go ahead and get the method to do it for 12 hours. But if you guys were to if you guys wanted to just get the free letter, it should be down in the description. You guys should see that. And when you send that letter in, sometimes they may respond, hey, we don't remove inquiries this way. Inquiries are factual. That's why I tell you guys that you need to try the other method to get them removed. So definitely, if you have too many inquiries, then you can go ahead and try that method to get them removed. It's very, very easy to get them removed from Experian, especially. But sometimes the other credit bureaus may play hardball with you. Just get ready for them. It may take you a little longer to do those, but it will be worth it. And I know I kind of went through all the questions, and somebody said something about they had like so many inquiries on their credit reports. I remember when I had about 70 inquiries. This is when I first got in, like in 5 months, I went from having no credit cards to having $70,000 worth of credit cards. And when I tell you I had so many inquiries, and I didn't know anything about like removing inquiries. I was just stuck with them. So eventually your inquiries are actually going to come off of your credit reports. They're going to actually fall off. So I would say give it 2 years. They should fall off of your credit reports if you don't have too many inquiries. And I always say too many inquiries. It depends on that client. So some people are trying to get like business financing. If you're trying to get any business financing, you're trying to personally guarantee it, I would tell people, hey, try not to have any inquiries or probably 1 or 2. Like try not to have none at all if you can, or try to have like 1 or 2. But if you're looking to get in a home, them inquiries don't matter. Like your inquiries don't matter when it comes down to getting a home. Sometimes with getting a car, they may matter, but at the same time, it's going to be more on your credit score and more on your debt. And when it comes down to certain credit cards, only certain companies care about inquiries. Certain companies care about inquiries. Now, if you're trying to go get a $20,000 credit card, they're going to care more about your inquiries than if you were to try to go get a secure credit card that may not even run your credit, you know. So just think of it that way. But like I said, if you're trying to remove your inquiries, I have my 12-hour inquiry removal. And on top of that, I have my free letter. So if you want to try the free letter to see if you can get them removed that way and they're not going to play hardball with you, perfect. Try it. It's free. It's down below. But if they play too many games with you, then go ahead and just knock them out with the 12-hour inquiry removal. Okay, so let's see. I have more questions for sure. So this is a shopping cart trick question. Who out there is actually still trying the shopping cart trick? I just realized that people still try the shopping cart trick faithfully. So let's see what this question is. I don't receive the pop-up during the shopping cart trick. What does it actually mean? Since it's not working, what other option besides the traditional route to apply for a credit card? So if you're trying the shopping cart trick and it's not working for you, not getting a pop-up, that means that you may not be in their system. So when I say you may not be in their system, then you may want to make sure that you fill out that factor trust form again. And that should be on any of my shopping cart trick videos. You may want to fill out that form again, and you may want to do the pre-screen opt-out form again. And you want to probably you can call Factor Trust. Make sure that they have your correct information, because when I called them, they used an address that was like 4 or 5 years old. Well, more than 4 or 5 years. Well, at that time, now it's longer, but that address is like 4 to 5 years old. So it's no way that I was going to be able to do the shopping cart trick with my new address. So I want you guys to call them, and then they'll tell you exactly what they're going to need from you so that you can go ahead and update your address. That may be a big problem on why you're not getting that shopping cart trick to work and why you're not getting a pop-up. Make sure that you are allowing pop-ups on your computer. I was not allowing pop-ups before on my computer, and I was wondering why I'm not getting, like, why is nothing happening? Like, the shopping cart trick's supposed to work, but I haven't done a shopping cart trick in so long because I actually hired somebody to help you guys with that. So when I finally want to do it on my computer because I wanted to make a video, it wasn't working. And I looked, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to allow the pop-ups again because I don't want to just allow pop-ups on my computer. But make sure you allow pop-ups on your computer. And on top of allowing pop-ups, you guys, sometimes you may have to clear your cookies. Sometimes you may not have to clear your cookies. But if this is too much with the pop-ups, clearing cookies, let me know, because if you want me to go live and just do the shopping cart trick for some people, I can do it live with you guys. I did that when I first started. I can start back doing that for you guys, probably just like 3 or 4 people, but I'll show you exactly what you need to do again so you can like go all the way through so that you can make sure you're doing correctly. And if you guys want me to try the shopping cart trick for you, it's free. If you want me to try, I don't know how long it's going to take for us to actually get it done. I always tell people allow up to 2 weeks if you're doing a free method, but you have an option to expedite it, but there is a charge for that. And usually expedited, you'll get the results in 24 to 48 hours. But you can try that for free. Go ahead and look down in the description and we could try to do the shopping cart trick for you. Now, the other question that they have is what other options besides the traditional route to apply for a credit card? Well, I heard a lot of people are getting approved with the Apple credit card trick. I'm actually going to try to do that for you guys and see if I can get the pop-up to show you guys exactly how to do that. So definitely look that up, the Apple credit card trick. You guys can definitely try that. But usually, to get credit cards, I always tell you guys, go the traditional route and let your credit vouch for you on why you should get that credit card. So, shopping cart trick was for people that, they needed to really get a secure credit card, but they didn't have the money for it. That's what I wanted it for. You need to get a secure credit card. You don't really have the money for it, but if you do this trick, they'll give you, a $300 or $500, $1,000 credit card. That's what it was for at first. And then everybody like, I just want a lot of credit cards. So then they started getting more credit cards. So try to just build your credit up if this is not working so that you can just go ahead and, get a credit card the regular route, the traditional route. I need to get me some water, y'all. I'm just running my mouth. Hey, Nate, I see your question. Did you already start? Did you already join us so that we can try to remove it for you? Here, and just in case you're like, who is she talking to? Have you already, so when you guys are a part of my exclusive membership, you guys should already have, like when you first go in there, you can see that we can do free credit repair for you. You can sign up. So sign up for Identity IQ, do the application, then we'll work to remove those late payments for you if you have any late payments. And then too, I believe you guys have you guys have all of the letters. If you guys, when you're part of exclusive membership, you get all the letters too to try to remove like your negative accounts, bankruptcy charge off, late payments, student loans, all of those accounts from your credit reports. So maybe you want to go that route too if you don't want us to actually do it for you. But I want to let you know too, if you guys are part of exclusive membership and you want the free credit repair option, we need to have access to your credit reports. We need to know what's getting deleted, what's not getting deleted, and if your credit score is going up, if it's not going up. So we always tell people to make sure you guys get the Identity IQ, and you guys should have access to that when you're inside the exclusive membership. Let me know if you guys want me to show you videos on how to navigate the exclusive membership. Like, do you guys need videos on that? Because I think sometimes, like, I know how to navigate it, but I'm the one that put it together. Like, let me know if you guys need help with that, because I can definitely help you guys with that. But that was like a sneak question in there. I got this from Jim Johnson Jr. It's not actually a question. They're not asking a question at all. I said no question. Just want to know, how are you doing? So I am doing great. I am doing great. Going a little crazy with all the different things that I'm doing, but at the same time, I'm doing great. So thank you so much for asking. Okay, you're going to get the Identity IQ again? Okay, perfect. And did you already fill out the application so that we can start working on your credit? Okay, here's the one where somebody said they had like a lot of inquiries. 68 experience, 68 for Experian, 22 for Equifax, and 45 for TransUnion. That's a lot. That is a lot of inquiries. inquiries. Now that's different. Now think about how many you have. Like I told you, I had 70. They starting off with 68 on Experian. Okay, perfect. Here we are here. So I have almost 20 credit cards, 2 small installment loans, almost paid off, and I'm using 20%. That's all good. Okay, so they're saying that they have some credit cards, a lot of them. Their utilization is at 20%. I always tell you guys, do not spend more than 30. Well, do not spend more than 30% ever. Like that's like a no-no, right? So that's good. They below the 30%, but at the same time, do not spend more than 3 to 5% of your credit cards. Like do not spend more than that amount. Like seriously. And when you want to boost your credit score more, then you may want to just try to just pay down your credit cards, because I know every time, like if I was to max out my credit cards, every time I pay them back off, because when I max them out, my credit score dropped, but every time I pay it back off, every time I pay it off, my credit score shoot up a lot. So with them, I'll suggest that they go ahead and start, if their credit score is staying around at 630, 650, they really need to pay down those credit cards. Like seriously, pay down the credit cards to about 3 to 5%, and you're going to see your credit score go up a lot just from that. And they said too, they have a lot of inquiries, 68 with Experian, 22 with Equifax, 45 with TransUnion. Could that be a reason I'm not getting a lot higher? I think that is a lot of inquiries. And I thought the 70. I always tell you guys about that, but I'm like, shoot, I ain't got 70 inquiries, and I can tell y'all. But that many inquiries, that's a lot. And the point that there's a way to remove them, I would go that route. I would definitely try to remove them inquiries from the credit reports. So I would try to remove them inquiries from the credit reports, and I also pay down those credit cards to no more than 3 to 5% with your utilization. And when you do that, I'm pretty sure your credit scores, they may even go up to the 700s. But that is a lot of inquiries. Those a lot of inquiries. And removing inquiries, I usually see, like some people when they remove inquiries, they see like 3 to 5 points sometimes per inquiry. Sometimes. Now, I remember the last time somebody got some inquiries removed, their credit score actually did not, it was only, I think 3 of them, but their credit score did not jump more than 5 points. But at the same time, remember I told you guys, certain companies, they don't like to see a lot of inquiries, so it still helped them that way. And they didn't have those inquiries, especially when you're trying to go and get like a business loan. So always try to see if you can look at your utilization. On top of looking at your utilization, try to remove those inquiries. Like that is very, very serious. Oh, you got a letter stating that we sent out the letters. Oh, okay. Maybe I should look at your reports later and see where we're at, because if we already sent out the letters, then sit back and let's see what they're going to say. I think you'll be fine. If we already sent out the letters, let's see what's going to happen. Let's see if they're going to be updated. And then we'll just go from there. But no sad face, you're fine. So we have another long question here. I'm going to try to read a little bit and sum it up. So I would like more information on improving my credit score. Okay, perfect. So this person actually went through a debt relief company where they settled all their debts, and they settled it for less than actually owed on the account. And now they're asking, is there a way that they can actually get these accounts removed? So any account can be removed from your credit reports. I always tell people that you want to remove like any negative accounts that's on your credit report, especially like some people may file for bankruptcy, and I tell them, hey, those accounts can be removed. But when you settle certain accounts out, like if you settle accounts with like portfolio recovery, if you settle a collection out, they're going to remove that account from your credit report automatically. Like that's their rule, right? So depending on what account you have, they're probably going to automatically be removed from your credit reports, because some companies, they just say, hey, if you pay us off, we're going to remove them. But that's rare. But if you have any accounts left over after you did some type of, debt relief, debt settlement, then you definitely can't remove them. If you guys are a part of the exclusive membership, we have it right here. If you guys are a part of the exclusive membership, membership. Won't you sign up so that we can start working on your credit for free? It's part of your exclusive membership. We can start sending out letters to remove these accounts from your credit reports, or you guys can get the letters and start removing it yourself. Now, some people ask, why would they start to try to remove the accounts themselves? It's because I remember when I messed up on my credit. So I messed up on my credit. I was very young. I had paid off all those debts. I didn't work on removing anything at this time. I started getting more credit cards, and then I messed up on some of those credit cards to the point where I had to delete them from the credit reports. If I would have had someone just remove from my credit reports, I would not have known exactly what it took to get accounts removed. So when I messed up on those accounts and I learned how to remove it, not only did I learn how to remove accounts for all of you guys, but I learned for when I messed back up again, or I had it so that collection, like if I had like a medical collection show up on my credit reports, I knew what to do to get it removed. So I want you guys to definitely use the letters, and we can send them in for you. But if you're just busy, you like, hey, Rickita, I ain't got time for all that, then we can do it for you. But definitely those accounts can be removed, but you just want to send a letter into the credit bureaus. And if you're part of exclusive membership, we can send it in for you, or you can go ahead and start working on those accounts yourself. But don't let them just sit there. No matter what you do, they can come off. You want to work to remove them, you'll be fine. Alrighty, y'all. So I got like 10 more questions, and then I'm going to go into the questions that you guys are posting in the comments. Oh, this is a good one right here. So this person right here, they're saying that they already have, this person have the secure credit card with Navy Fed. They want to get another credit card with Navy Fed, but they're asking, can they get that if they have bad credit? And their utilization with their secure credit card is 30%. Now, if you already have a secure credit card with Navy Fed, this is what I want you to think about. If you have a secure credit card with Navy Fed and you start off with a $200 limit or a lower limit, if you have not graduated to $2,000, the odds of them getting you another credit card and they haven't even graduated the one that you have, the odds of them give you another credit card is very slim. Navy Fed does like when you have a higher credit score, and they want you to have a very low amount of debt. They want you to have as little debt as you can have. And when I say you want to have a little debt, you don't want to have accounts like credit cards where you didn't pay them off already. Like you still have them where you owe $3,000 to this credit card company, $2,000 to that credit card company, because they're not going to want to give you a credit card. And with a utilization like that, if you were to lower your utilization, then they may even approve your credit card for the higher limit faster. I don't know if you already have it at this moment, but just understand that you really want to have your utilization, especially if it's a secure credit card, try to have that very low. If you have it very low, then your chances of you getting another credit card or even them increasing that credit card, because you can still, after you have the secure credit card, they're going to upgrade you to the point where it's not technically a secure credit card anymore. And after they upgrade you to that $2,000 credit card, they can actually increase that limit again too. So since they still saying secure credit card, I'm just going to only assume that they did not upgrade that card. And I think that it's going to be very hard for them to try to get that Navy Fed Cash Rewards card, especially knowing that they have bad credit. Like, I don't think that it's going to work. I really don't think it's going to work. But you can always try, but understand it's an inquiry. Okay, so we're knocking out these questions. Oh, this is different. I haven't heard that. Oh, thank you, Antonio. I have not heard this one. I don't know. I know the answer to it, but I don't know why we wouldn't. Well, I guess I don't know. Let's look at it. Let's see what's going on. So they're asking, should you pay bank checking account charge-offs? If you get a charge-off from your bank, I suggest that you pay it, because if you don't, it's going to be on your check systems. And I told you guys about check systems before. Check systems is the system that a lot of banks use to find out if you paid your debt or if you have any fraudulent activity on your accounts, if there is any bank accounts that you did not pay off. So if you did not pay off your bank checking account, then not only you have that charges from your credit report, but you're actually messing up your check systems too. So I do suggest that you pay it off. Like a lot of times when you mess up with the bank, you can actually settle that debt. I messed up with the bank before. I think my account, when I messed up with the bank, I owed them, I'll say I owed them like $1,500 to $2,000. That was like one of the first accounts I ever settled to, like my first time settling an account. And this is the thing, they offered me to pay, I think like $700, and I paid it. But I didn't understand at that time that they already messed up my check systems, and it would have only went down from there because it was already on my credit reports. So I always tell people in life, I'm telling you, this is like the major thing. I know I tell you guys like, don't pay collections, don't do this, don't do that. It's certain circumstances, like we're to the point where we're after you turn 18, or even we should start teaching our children this very young. If you were to get any money from anybody, if you were to get anything from anybody, you should definitely pay them back. Even if it's on the bad term, even if on bad terms, like you get a car and you got a 25% interest rate on your car, you agreed to pay it when you drove off the lot with that car, or you agreed to pay it when maybe you went over. I think I wrote a check or something, and I knew I couldn't cash it at the time. I knew it wasn't going to go through. So that's why my account went negative. So I got to understand at that time, like I need to pay this thing because it's going to mess up my check system and it's going to mess up my credit reports. And if I ever think about getting a house, getting a car, getting anything in the future, it's going to be so much harder for me. So I always tell people, especially when it's dealing with your bank accounts, a lot of people can't get a regular bank account to the point where they're just on net spend cards. They don't even have a real bank account. Like, do not mess up your banking history. Like, that's even worse to me than credit reports, messing with your banking history, like seriously. So if you have this type of account where it's a charge off and it's from a bank account, definitely pay it off. I do suggest you pay it off, especially if you know that you actually owe it for sure, and try to see if you can settle it out. A lot of these companies will settle for 50% on the debt. So say if you owe $1,000, try to see if you can pay $500. Now I told you guys, like, my account, when I messed up with the bank, it was like $1,500 to like $2,000. I only paid $700. So to try to settle it out, they want to work with you. Excuse me. So make sure you definitely settle it out. I'm not going to forget about your questions. I'm not going to forget about your questions, but I am so gassy, y'all. Please don't pay me any attention if I'm just up here burping like something wrong with me. I'm just so gassy. Oh, okay. So let me see. This is a good question. This is a very good question. Let me put this down. So somebody asked, after so attempts, why do you now ask for another $50? So if you guys are working on your credit, I always tell you guys, you have to send out the basic disputes to get the accounts removed from your credit reports. The basic disputes are going to the credit bureau. That's it, right? So they're going to the credit bureaus. We're not sending these to any companies because by law, we have to send it to the credit bureaus. The credit bureaus is going to contact the company and they're going to remove it from the credit reports. Now, after we start doing this for a few months, or, I tell people to, every time after the first month, if they're not removing it, then I do tell people to do something called premium disputes. So premium disputes is where you may have, 10 to 15 accounts on your credit report that's not getting removed. With premium disputes, what we do is we send a complaint in on your behalf to get that account removed. 9 out of 10 people, we see more deletions doing it this route, but it just costs way more money for us to do it for you. We send a letter to each company directly too. So what we'll do, say if you have an account with AmeriCollect that they don't want to remove, we're going to send a letter directly to AmeriCollect. Some of my clients, like I said, got 15 to 20 accounts, and we have to send a letter to each account that's on your credit reports, and we have to follow up on that if you give us the information that we need to follow up. Now, this letter that we usually send out, like I said, 9 out of 10 people see more accounts get removed just off of these letters. Now, we don't start off with these letters at first because, like I said, you get basic disputes, and usually after doing about 6 rounds of credit repair, you're going to see most of those accounts come off your credit reports. But you do want us to actually personalize your letters and send them into each additional account, and we just can't do that for all of our clients. That's like more of a premium service, especially like sending complaints in on your behalf. So we're not going to tell you guys about that when you first come in the door, because some people, we look at your credit reports and be like, oh my gosh, you got 15 accounts, but the next month, you may go down to 9 accounts. You may go down to 7 accounts. So we don't want to send out letters to these companies knowing that we haven't contacted the credit bureaus yet. And some people, they may decide that they don't want to do it. They're like, no, Rickita, take your time, go through the process. But some people that want like a faster service, they want more hands-on care. That's when they pay the $50, and we'll send a letter out to each company that's on your credit report. So every company that's on your credit report is actually going to get a letter. So that's kind of, if you guys don't understand this, then when you guys are part of exclusive membership, after we send out one-on-one letters for you, you're going to see, hey, your credit score went up, and we'll let you know how much your credit score went up. And then we'll let you know whether or not we think that you should get the premium disputes. Now, a lot of times, if you have accounts on your credit reports, if they're not removed after the first month, it is best that at that time we tackle your credit. You get somebody like from my team to actually write all of the letters for you. Actually, we're not writing all the letters, we're typing all the letters for you, but you want somebody to type a letter for each company and send it to them. So this is not something that we just do for all clients, part of exclusive membership. If you go through the process, most of your accounts, if not all of them, will be removed. But if you want like that more premium service where we're sending complaints for you, we're following up and talking, we're sending out a letter to each company, that's what the premium disputes is. And it's only $50. So that, I think that is very worth it. I see a lot of people get accounts deleted this way, but it's very tedious and it's very time consuming on our behalf. Okay, so let's see. Oh, this is a good one, but this one right here, I think all of them good ones. Like, oh, that's a good one. But some questions, I really need to look at y'all credit for. And I was thinking about, y'all let me know if y'all like this. Like, thumbs is up if y'all like this idea, or like any ideas, or if I answer a question you like it, make sure you thumbs up the video. But let me know if y'all like this idea. What if one of my lives, what if I go through credit reports with you guys? I teach you what a credit report should look like. I will put up someone's credit report. I'll block out their personal information, but you'll see everything. You'll see how many accounts they have. You'll see what the balance is on their credit cards, and we'll go through and I'll let you know, hey, with this client, I suggest this. With this client, I suggest that. That way you can look at your own credit report like, ooh, I see what Rickita's talking about. Like, I need to fix this right here. And then now you know, okay, Rickita suggested this credit card for them because they got the same credit score as me. They don't have enough credit cards. Then you know which credit card to apply for. But let me know if you guys will like the idea of me actually showing credit reports and going through them with you. Because I would love to do that. I want you guys to really understand the credit report, because if you understand the credit report, you can read someone else's situation and be like, oh, that's kind of what's going on with me. I should do this too. And you'll understand too when you ask, sometimes people ask like, what credit score should I have for this certain credit card? It's not only what credit score you should have. You want to know different things too, like, are they even going to check your credit? You know, how much debt can you have? Do they care about inquiries? And maybe me going through credit reports, that may help you guys too, because you guys will understand that even more. But definitely let me know if you like for me to actually do that for you guys, especially with this question that we have coming up right now. So this question that we have right here, someone said that they have a 663 credit score with a 0 balance on their credit cards. And they're trying to get to a 750 credit score, but they don't know how. So if you guys are at a 663 credit score, look at these different things. If you want to get to the 750, make sure if you have any negative account on your credit report, make sure that you guys are removing these accounts from your credit reports. So if you have any negative account where you owe them, they have any late payments, remove the late payments, anything that's negative, bankruptcies, charge-offs, student loans, get all this stuff removed. And when you get all that removed, you should see your credit score go up a lot. I don't know where you're at if you have negative accounts at 663, but the next thing I suggest after you make sure everything is negative removed, or you're in the process of working on that, because you can do all this at the same time, then make sure you have at least 4 credit cards. Some people that have a 663 or they're in that middle area of the 600s, they don't have that many credit cards. Or they may have credit cards, but they're not old yet. They didn't let them age. So I always tell people, just make sure you have at least 4 credit cards on your credit reports and make sure that they're reporting to all 3 credit bureaus. If you're doing that, then that's like one huge step to get you towards that 750 credit score. Also, you want to make sure that you don't spend more than 5% on your credit cards. You have a 0 balance on that credit card. That actually looks bad to a lot of companies. They don't like when you have only a 0 balance on that credit card. They may even try to close that credit card. So try to spend something, let them report something like that's what a credit card is. They're doing business with you. They're lending money. That's how they make their money, by lending. So try to have, even if it's 1% or you spend $5, have something report on that credit card. Because then sometimes if you don't have, if you have a 0 balance, the credit bureaus, they don't even get an update on that credit card because you're not using it. The company won't even update it. You'll see in your payment history, you'll see gaps of nothing. And that's probably because you had a 0 balance. So I always tell people, try to at least spend $5 on a credit card, spend something. So you make sure everything is deleted. You also make sure you have 4 credit cards. You make sure your balance is at least between the 3 to 5% with your utilization. So after you do that, make sure you have at least 2 installment accounts on your credit reports. So when I say installment accounts is like your student loans. It's an account where you have to pay monthly. If you already have a mortgage, that's an installment account. A car note, that's an installment account. If you guys get a personal loan, that's an installment account. Make sure you guys have at least 2 installment accounts on your credit reports. And I told you guys about the self-installment account earlier. That's especially, let me drop that again for you guys. If you guys have bad credit, if your credit score is I say under a 600, sign up for that self, because you're going to see that you'll see that your credit score go higher because now you have an installment account on your credit report. You don't technically have to go and take a loan out at the bank just to get that installment account. You can just do accounts like self, and that will help you out a lot. But just doing these different things, make sure everything that's negative removed. Make sure you have at least 4 credit cards. The utilization is between 3 to 5%. Make sure you have at least 2 installment accounts. Then that should get you over that 750 credit score. But understand this too. If you have to delete everything from your credit because everything was technically bad and you're starting from new, you don't have any history most likely. And if you really want to know the trick to having a high credit score, is by having a great history. When I say great history, I mean you have cards that have been open for over 5 years. You've been around, you've been doing this for a while. When you have a good track record like that, where they've been saying that you've been paying these accounts for a while, then that's when you're going to see that your credit score go up and up and up over time. But you want to have that history. Now, some people, they may add a trade line onto their credit reports. Say if they want to buy a house right now, they probably got the 680 credit score, 660, but they want the highest credit score that they can get. Some people may add a trade line onto their credit reports. And a lot of times when you add a trade line onto your credit reports, your credit score will go up. But understand that these trade lines will stay on your credit report temporarily. So if you need a quick boost to your credit score because you're trying to do something that's very important, then you can definitely do that. But understand that history is very important. So you do want to keep your accounts open for a long period of time. So let me know if you guys have any additional questions about things like that, because I can definitely let you know about it. And I asked you guys, did you want me to review the credit reports? I think I should start reviewing credit reports to tell you guys, hey, they need to do this, this, and that to get over that 750 mark. And if you're not adding the trade line on your credit reports, you have at least 4 credit cards on your credit reports, you have the 2 installment accounts, you have the 3 to 5%, and you like, Rickita, my credit score is just sitting here. that means you really need some age. You really need to let your things age. And if you have a lot of inquiries, like the other person that said they have like 68 inquiries, then you may want to start removing those inquiries, because at this point, every point counts. So that can be a great method for you to try to boost your credit score more, by just removing your inquiries on your credit reports. Okay, we knocking these questions out. Oh yeah, they're coming back. Let's see. Oh, this is in regards to the. I know this is definitely in regards to the My Jewelers Club, and also in regards to the New Codes Direct. So when it comes down to the My Jewelers Club and the New Codes Direct, somebody asked, aren't you required to make so many purchases per year? Oh, and no, actually, this is not the New Codes Direct. I'm sorry. This is actually a regular one. But let me say something about that. With the My Jewelers Club and the New Codes Direct, you guys, you definitely have to pay that $95 per year or $99 per year, or they will close the account automatically. Let me just say that. Now that I read it all the way, it's not that. It's not that. But we can answer this one too. So somebody actually asked, aren't you required to make so many purchases per year to keep your account open? It's not that you're making so many purchases per year. You're just being active with your credit card. If you go more than 6 months sometimes without using your credit card, they're going to close your card due to inactivity. And I remember when I first got into like getting credit cards, and I remember I had got from Z Gallery, I got approved for like a $4,000 credit card, and I wanted to do like a massive makeover in my house. And I was just like, listen, I'd rather spend my money towards investments. And I never used that credit card. I think after about a year, they closed it due to inactivity. And that was a $4,000 credit card. And with a $4,000 credit card, that credit card was actually good for my utilization. Say if I was to use that money to fix up something, or to use it as an investment, if I was to use my credit for that, use my credit cards, if I had that $4,000 credit card, then that can help with my utilization because I'm not using it. But the fact that I was not using that credit card, that's why they closed it. But usually, like I said, it's about every 6 months you should at least buy something on it, right? And I see a lot of people ask for an increase on their credit cards, but they don't even use them. Like, you don't even use your credit cards, but you asking for an increase. That increase means that you're going to use more credit, and you don't have as much credit available as you need to have available to really buy what you need to, or purchase what you need to purchase. So if you're looking to get an increase on your credit card, make sure you spend a lot on your credit card, but just pay it off right away. So usually, like with my Navy Fed credit card, what I'm doing right now, I'm just maxing it out, I'm paying it off. I'm maxing it out, I'm paying it off. So you guys can actually try that too, but don't get caught with that balance. You have to make sure you pay that balance before they report it to the credit bureaus. And just make sure all of your credit cards that you have, that you definitely want to keep open, because remember, we won't age. We want all of our credit cards to stay open, even if we're not using it. Make sure you guys are spending at least $5 on it. Spend something. Show that you're actively using it, and then they won't close that account on your credit report. Okay, so let's see. So far we got 15 questions plus a little of y'all questions in between. Plus a little of y'all questions in between. Okay, so let me see. Oh, I got your question. Oh, it's 3 questions. Okay, let me actually separate them. I reached the 700 mark. Thank God. Question: what's the best way to buy a home on Social Security, benefit income, leave a home budget? Okay, let me read this with you guys so you can read it too. I don't want to just start reading it. I don't want to read it. So I actually have 3 questions. She went all out. She got 3 questions. So we'll go one by one and tackle them all. So they said they reached the 700 mark. Thank God. What's the best way to buy a home on Social Security? I think that is a really good thing. So she have a 700 credit score. She's trying to figure out like what's the best way to buy a home, and you get like Social Security benefits income. And then 2, would this be a great idea for her to have like a renter in the lawsuit if she was having renter in the basement to offset like her income, would that make it better? Now, this is the thing. When it come down, if you guys only get any benefits that you guys get, it don't matter what it is, especially if it's like income coming in, you guys can definitely use that on any type of loan as income, as long as I believe you've been receiving it for at least a year. So if you guys get like Social Security benefits, I always tell people try to just go with the FHA loan, because the FHA loan, they're not going to be so like tedious with you guys, or like, they're not going to be, you don't have to have like a high credit score. I mean, not a high credit score. You don't have to have like a high income level. Like when people was getting Social Security benefits, I was even able to get people approved if they had just $1,000 in income. So I want you guys to understand that they always say have at least $1,000 in income, but understand to your income is going to dictate how much of a house you want to buy. That person have $1,000 income, they may have a great interest rate just like anybody else because they can have a high credit score, but at the same time, they couldn't go and get a $300,000 house because now their income can't vouch for it. Now, if you were to buy a house and you was to decide that you wanted to transform your basement into something so that you're gonna rent it out, you can't say that in your loan, like, hey, I'm going to buy this house, I'm going to rent out the basement. Unless it's already rented out, you cannot use that income. But you can definitely go ahead and rent it out, or even do like an Airbnb. You can rent it out that way. And when you rent that out, you can use that money to pay off your mortgage. That would be a great idea. And good luck on your business too. At the end, she talked about she wants to reestablish her interior design business. So good luck on your business. But try to get that FHA loan. That's going to help you out a lot. And on top of get the FHA loan, try to see if there's any other income that you can possibly count, especially knowing that you say you want to reestablish your business. You can probably use your income from your business to actually purchase a home too. That income can actually count. So let's go ahead and find her other questions. Undo that. Okay. Okay, here's the second part. And then we'll go to the third. Okay, what's the best credit card? Unsecured card. I will tell you, because you said you had the 700 credit score. So you already told me before you had a 700 credit score. I want everybody to definitely try to build a relationship with Navy Fed because it's an easy way to get in there. And you said you had an unsecured card already. So definitely try to build a relationship with them. And I don't think you don't have anything else negative. Try to get some credit cards. Like look into credit unions that's actually in your area. Try to see if you have any credit unions that's in your area that you can apply for credit cards with. Because when I applied for a credit card that's in my area, it was so easy to get a credit card with them. Like so easy. So go in, especially like if it's a smaller credit union where everything is done in-house. It's going to be so easy for you to get a credit card with them. And the reason why I say I want you to do that is because you want to do like a soft pull. And if you were to try to get a credit card with all of these other companies, like if I tell you, oh, just go to Discover, they're going to give you a high limit. Try to get this Chase credit card. If I tell you to do these different things, you're going to get a hard inquiry. So if you want to try to get a soft inquiry, or not even just a soft inquiry, you want to have a better chance of getting approved because you can actually talk to the person that's going to approve you for your credit card. Try to just go to the credit union and ask them to approve you for a credit card. But definitely too, if you want like a soft pull, TUMO at all, TUMO altogether, they don't even check your credit, but they're going to look into your bank account. So you can definitely try to get that credit card. And like I said, if you haven't already, start building up a relationship with Navy Fed, because that's going to be very, very important with any type of loan that you want to get. Okay, so last but not least, we got one more. Can I request a low interest rate on new credit cards? If you guys have like new credit cards and you want to get the lower interest rate, only time I really see people able to negotiate, only time you're really able to negotiate on your credit cards is honestly if you're going inside. Like if you're going inside of a branch, a lot of times you're not able to like negotiate what you're going to get. When they give you that approval over the computer, like it is what it is. Whatever they said you're going to get is what you're going to get. But if you go to a branch, you can let them know, hey, you need to get a lower interest rate. But say if you already have your credit card and you want to like renegotiate, some of the credit cards are not going to renegotiate with you, but you can possibly apply for another credit card that they have, and then they'll give you better options when you apply for your new credit card. But if you want to be able to negotiate, I'm telling you, you guys, when I went to my local credit union in my area, they gave me they refinanced my mortgage. Don't forget, my credit score was only a 620 at the time. They refinanced my mortgage, and I was able to take a loan out on my house. On top of that, they actually gave me a $6,000 credit card. They did a balance transfer for me. They refinanced my car that was upside down, meaning I owe more on the car than actually the car was worth. So they actually refinanced that to the point where I didn't have to bring any additional money, but they actually cut my car payment in half. But I was able to let them know, like, hey, I want to do some type of introductory rate on my balance transfer. I don't want to pay interest right away. And those are the type of things that I was able to do because the person that I was talking to at this small credit union, they were the person that was going to approve it. Like, that is very important, you guys. So if you want to be able to negotiate these type of things, try to go with a credit union, or even sometimes even a bank where you can actually sit down with somebody and talk to somebody, especially if they're that person that's going to approve you, because they don't have to send you to underwriting. They're able to do everything right there themselves. But I hope I answered all of your questions for you perfectly. But understand too with the thing, that question with getting a credit card. Understand that a lot of the credit cards you're going to get, especially if you want to get like a nice limit, they need to look at your credit. They're not going to do a soft pull. They're going to do a hard pull because they want to look at everything. They're nosy. They want to look at everything. And for the people that's just not coming on, if you guys joined the exclusive membership already, go ahead and look down the description. I have the link, and I can actually drop it for you guys now so you guys can get your t-shirt. So I'm going to send you guys your t-shirt. So make sure you guys complete that link. And if you guys not a part of exclusive membership, but you want to sign up, go ahead and also complete that link so you guys can sign up. And then when you sign up, I can send you guys a t-shirt, and then also a copy of my 90-day planner for those people that need to write down their goals because they have a lot of specific things they need to conquer. Now, I had the white t-shirts when I first told you guys about it. I had the white t-shirts, and it was actually black writing. But when I tell y'all, like, they sold out of the white t-shirts, it's going to be very hard for me to get them, especially at the rate that I want to get them at. I think a lot of people, you're going to probably get a white t-shirt, but you may get a black t-shirt, or you may even get a white t-shirt with like blue writing. I just want to let you know it's like a switch up on what shirt you will receive. But definitely go ahead and fill out the link for the exclusive t-shirt, the exclusive shirt, and then you actually get it in the mail. I'm going to start mailing them out next Friday. So you guys want to start seeing them. I'm going to start mailing them out next Friday, and I'm going to actually include my journal to you guys, my planner that you guys can have. Okay, let's see. We're knocking these questions out. Now, I got a lot of new questions as I was going live. I definitely want to answer these for you guys, but I already been live for so long. So let me see if they started after. What time did I go live? I'm not sure what time I went live, but let me answer some more of these questions. So this is a good question right here. I'll add a question mark to it though. I'll add a question mark so it can look better. So this person asked me, what's the difference between me or any other credit repair company? And I want to let you know, don't look at me as just a credit repair company, because we don't do credit repair for anybody that's not a part of exclusive membership. You cannot pay us directly for us to do your credit. We do not work that way. If you guys are a part of exclusive membership, you guys would have access to our dispute letters. On top of having access to our dispute letters, we're going to work on your credit for free. Now, when I say we're working on your letter for free, we're going to send out letters to the credit bureaus to get your accounts removed, and we're going to do at least 6 rounds of letters. So every month I tell you guys, if an account is not deleted, go to the second month, and that's the second round. So about 6 to 7 months, we're going to send out letters for you. And don't forget, if you're part of exclusive membership, that's going to be for free. Now, I think the difference between me and other credit repair companies, like I said too, you're not paying monthly. A lot of credit repair companies, you have to pay like $120 or higher, $100 or more per month. On top of that, you have a high initial fee to get in. You don't have to worry about that. You guys will not have to pay monthly at all. Only thing that you have to worry about is just make sure that you stay a part of the exclusive membership. As long as you're part of exclusive membership, we'll send out letters for free. And on top of that, we have something else too. I was telling you guys about that earlier. If you guys are with us, and say if well, for one thing, if you guys are part of exclusive membership, you guys have free access to my letter. Say if you guys get a letter from a collection company saying, hey, you owe us $2,000, you guys actually get that letter for free that you can send in. I'm working right now so that we can actually help you guys send out that letter, because I see a lot of people getting old accounts added to their credit reports because they simply not responding to that letter. But you guys have access to that letter for free. So you guys can definitely use that. A lot of credit repair companies, they will not send out a letter directly to the company at all. Now, sometimes I'll tell people you can do the premium disputes. With the premium disputes, that's when we will actually send out a letter directly to the company, which is very, very important. You guys send out a letter to the company that's reporting. So say if you have like the portfolio recovery on your credit reports, we can send a letter directly to portfolio recovery to have that account removed. A lot of companies won't do that. They'll just send a letter directly to the credit bureaus. So that's something else that we do. And understand too, we're guiding you through the way so that you guys can do a lot of this on your own too. I really want you guys to be educated on how to fix credit. So if you guys ever have any problems and you guys are part of exclusive membership, you know that you have access to the letter. Or if you just get your identity IQ, we have access to your credit reports. We'll keep working on your credit until we're able to get those accounts taken care of. But I think that's like the major difference. And I want you guys to understand that you don't, like a lot of people in my exclusive membership, they paid a one-time fee just to be a part of my exclusive membership. So anything new I post in there, any like different worksheets, any tricks that I have that I tell people about, even how I like to fill out dispute letters, all of that information that's a side of exclusive membership, they're going to always have that for free. They're always going to have access to us to work on their credit also. So I think that's the difference, because when you with a credit repair company, you have to pay a high amount monthly, and that's something that we actually don't do in our business inside our exclusive membership. And again, you cannot just pay us to work on your credit. You have to be a member inside our exclusive membership. If you're a member, you get free credit repair. Oh, this is the next. Okay, so this is another question about the exclusive membership. I kind of went over this already, but I'll go deeper into it now, and I guess I'll go into the details on it. So 1 second, you guys. So if you guys are a part of the exclusive membership, or if you want to sign up for the exclusive membership, if you guys look right here, you can see you get $30 off when you sign up for my exclusive membership. And when I say $30 off, you can get $30 off of the lifetime membership. Here's a question right here. You can get $30 off of the lifetime membership or just the monthly membership. Right now, the lifetime membership is only $299. So that means you only have to pay the $269 and you're part of exclusive membership. for a lifetime. So you'll never get kicked out no matter what I post in there, no matter how many times I go live. When I do like our bingo night, you guys are going to have first dibs to everything that I do. So with the lifetime membership, it's no way of you getting kicked out, and you guys are going to receive the free credit repair or any new worksheets or videos I have available. If you guys are like, no, Rickita, I don't want to make a commitment right now, I just want to start off, I just want to start seeing how everything going, that's usually like the monthly membership. Those people, they'll pay a fee to start. Usually it's like $99 for you to start, and then your first month, which is $29, you'll just pay that and you can go ahead and start. But if you use the code with the $30 off, you don't have to pay $29 to start. You can just pay the $99 and then you can go ahead and start with the membership. But you guys will get credit repair also, and you guys will have access to like the games that I play, any new worksheets I have. You guys will also get the free credit repair. The only difference is you're not committed to it totally to the point where you will have to keep paying monthly on it instead of just paying a one-time fee. You don't have to ever pay again. You're in there. We're not going to kick you out. With the monthly membership, you have to pay $29 per month to get the newest and latest things. And a lot of people, they just go with the monthly membership because maybe they just needed a little help for a few months. Maybe they didn't want to be a part of exclusive membership every month. Maybe they couldn't make that big commitment too with the finances. So they probably just start off with the monthly membership. So that's like the biggest difference when it comes down to like the monthly membership and the lifetime membership. Now, I've been telling y'all for a while, like I'm gonna cancel a lifetime membership, but I think about people that really just need help with their credit, and they're going to need help with their credit for a while. So I don't want to just cut them off from that. When I first started doing credit, I literally did credit for like canned goods. Like I used to go and feed the homeless, but it was just too much. Like me and my sister, we used to feed like 100 to 150 people every weekend, and it was just too much. So I was like, hey, I know how to fix credit now. If y'all donate food for me to feed the homeless, I'll be happy to do your credit for free, because it was like a thing that helped offset it. And then it will come to the point where we'll have kids that come to us and we could not feed them. Like it was just so sad. So I used to just go to the library and do credit for free, but then the library kicked me out, and then I put it on the internet. Everybody wanted credit help, so now here we are. But I really want people, no matter what your situation is, I want you to be able to get help with your credit, or even just get the information, because a lot of times too, like anything that's out there, you can figure it out. Like I'm no different than you. The only thing I think that's perfect about the exclusive membership is if there's something new, you guys know about it. On top of that, if you guys need help with your credit, you like, Rickita, I work too much, I don't even want to stress about it. You guys have access to get your credit repair for free because you're a part of the exclusive membership. And like we got these awesome shirts now, you guys. Everybody would get this though if you're part of exclusive membership, whether you're monthly or lifetime. But definitely, you guys, you weigh your options when you think about like the lifetime or the monthly. But if you start with the monthly, you get the $30 off. You only start with $99, so it'll take you a while to even get to that $300 mark. But between that time, you may fix your credit. You might get over to $750. You're like, hey, Rickita, nice knowing you. I'll see you on YouTube, but I don't need to be a part of exclusive membership. Or you may want to stick around because I'm going to start getting into not this year maybe, or not even early this year. I'm going to get into other things other than just credit, and I'm going to start introducing those things inside the exclusive membership. And you guys probably already seen that before when I was talking about like cryptocurrency and things like that. But yeah, it's up to you guys which one you want to do. But understand with the lifetime, you don't have to worry about ever paying a fee. Like we're together, we're stuck. We're stuck together, you guys. So let's see. I think I'm going to, let me see if I can knock out the rest of these questions. Let me see. I probably can knock them out, you guys. Okay. So somebody is asking, hello, all your videos are extremely helpful. My question is, my credit utilization went from 53% almost to zero. My credit score dropped 18. Why did this happen? Sometimes I've seen some people say that their credit score dropped by lowering their utilization, but a lot of times when I looked at their credit, I realized that their credit score only dropped because they actually had some other changes happening to their credit reports. Sometimes you may get an account added to your credit reports and you're just looking at it as, I paid off the credit cards. You're not actually looking at the changes that happen to your credit reports. And one of the changes is you probably got an account added to your credit reports. And you say nearly zero on your utilization. Sometimes when people have a zero utilization, I've seen this also. I've seen my credit score drop at zero, like from me having a zero utilization. That's why I always tell people, because I used to tell y'all, like, I remember I was like, oh my gosh, I have a utilization of 0%, but I didn't see my credit, like, it ain't do anything, like it wasn't moving. So I always tell people, try to have like a 3 to 5% utilization, because you're going to see your credit score go up more that way. And then too, before, if you guys watching live, then you heard about this already, but I told you guys, when you guys have a zero balance on a credit card, if you don't use that credit card, they may not report for the next month. Like, you may need to use that credit card and like test it out with the companies on your credit report. And if you want to see the test already in effect, won't you look at some of, like, look on your Identity IQ and look at your payment history. Sometimes you'll see gaps in your payment history where there's nothing there. You'll go, okay. And then you'll see, like, for 2 months, there's no data there at all. Like, they don't have anything. That's probably because you had a zero balance. Sometimes you have a zero balance, they're not even reporting that account to your credit report. They're not even going to report it. Like, for my Tumo credit card, I haven't even used credit card yet. I got it, showed you guys, like, oh yeah, I got the credit card, good. But I haven't used it yet. So my reporting with them is off to the point where some months I don't even see them reporting correctly, but that could just be Tumo also. But you want to make sure that all of your accounts is reporting correctly every month. And on top of them reporting correctly, try to have like a 3 to 5% utilization. I see that that's like more of the sweet spot, especially because you're going to have a low utilization. So, you know, your credit score is going to be high. And on top of that, you don't have a zero balance. So since it's not a zero balance, we know that they're going to report it to the credit bureaus. So hopefully that helped. But I think that's probably the biggest thing. And then check on Credit Karma and see what's changed, because you may have things that changed that you didn't even realize that changed. And sometimes people may, you know, get account removed on your credit report, and it may have been like halfway positive, halfway negative. And when I say halfway positive, halfway negative, it may be an account with like 6 years of history, and you're so happy it got removed. You're like, oh no, that's not it. But that account that had 6 years of history, it had a few late payments, or, you know, it's negative now, so you want to get it removed. But at the same time, it was a lot of history. So sometimes, like, look at the account, see what's changed, and they'll let you know exactly, you know, what could have happened to make your credit score drop that 18 points. But like I said too, try to have some type of balance instead of a zero balance. Okay, y'all, let me see. Let me refresh the screen and see how many more questions we have. Oh, we're not that bad. I can knock these out. Okay, so we have 6 more questions here, and then I'll answer the last questions in the comments. I'll answer the last questions in the comments. So this person is asking, if they purchase a trade line, how long is that trade line going to stay on their credit report? Now, I talked about this earlier in this live video. So with trade lines, I always tell you guys, when it comes down to trade lines, it's different. When it comes down to them, like, if you're purchasing a trade line from a company, you should really ask them, like, how long are you guys going to let this stay on my credit reports? Because the only reason why trade lines even come off your credit reports after you add on to your credit reports is because the person who actually had that account, they remove you. So you need to ask them, like, how long are you going to let this down my credit reports? How long until you remove it? Now, a lot of times you may see that you have a trade line on your credit reports, but it's only going to report for like 1 or 2 months. So you definitely want to ask the company or the person. Some people, like one of my clients, I told her to ask a family member to add them onto their credit card, and it's a trade line. We did that months ago. It's still on the credit reports because the family member didn't remove them. So you really want to ask whoever you get a trade line from. Some people get it from their family. Some people buy them from random strangers. Some people get them from a website, but they should definitely let you know how long they're going to allow it to stay on your credit reports before they go and request that you be removed as an authorized user, because that's all you really is, as an authorized user on that credit card. So you really want to ask that company, like, or that person, like, how long until you remove me off of this credit card? Now, if you get a trade line, or if you think about getting a trade line, the only time I even think that people should get trade line is if they like right there. So say if you're trying to get like a home loan, you're trying to get a car loan, or if you're just trying to get some additional credit cards, I always tell people to add the trade line on right before they apply for the credit card and let it report. And usually when you get a trade line, they'll let you know when it's going to, around the time when it's going to report onto your credit report. And once it reports to the credit report, at that time, you can go ahead and apply for whatever you want right away. But know in your head, like, okay, I want to get a mortgage. I'm going to apply for the mortgage once it get added to my credit report. Because if it's not in your credit reports, but you pay for the trade line, it's not really like there, so it's not helping you yet. So you want to wait till it's actually added to your credit reports for you go ahead and apply for the loan. But don't have it get added to your credit reports and you wait 15 to 20 days, to apply for that mortgage, because usually when it comes down to a mortgage, they'll pull your credit reports right away. They'll give you that pre-approval. So you see it get added to your credit reports today. You're like, yep, I've been waiting on this. I'm going to apply right away. You want to apply right away because after you find your home and after you're in a process about to buy your home, like right at closing, they're going to do a soft pull to your credit to see if you have any additional debts. And they want to see if you have any like huge changes to your credit reports. And I would hate for that trade line to get taken off your credit report, because I see some people too, when they get the trade lines, their credit score go up so much to the point where if that trade line wasn't on their credit reports, their credit score would probably be too long for them to get the mortgage that they want to get. So whatever you're trying to do, just keep it in your head, like, okay, this trade line is going to report on this date or around this time. And after you know when it's going to report, plan to apply for whatever you want to apply for right away. Like, use it right away. If you don't, then when that trade line stops reporting, then you're going to see a dip to your credit score. And you may not have the credit score that you really want to have to go ahead and apply for whatever loan that you wanted to apply for. So apply right away and ask them how long until they're going to remove you from that trade line. And remember, whatever that time is, that's how long, or that's whenever they remove you from that trade line, just understand at that point, your time with that trade line is going to be ticking to the point where whenever they take you out, your credit score is going to drop. So understand that you want to apply for everything right away, but you want to ask the person or a company that's adding you on, like, how long until you remove me. And the standard is like I said, like 1 to 2 months. Think about it like that. Okay, y'all, we are doing good. This is kind of tricky, and I feel like I talk too much sometimes, y'all. Let me know if, like, Rickita, like, that was enough. We got it. Let me know if I talk too much, but this one right here is tricky that I feel like I have to go into a little bit more to, like, get the point across. So if you guys have any medical bills on your credit, if you have any medical bills on your credit report, that actively on your credit report, then first you definitely need to send a letter in to the credit bureaus. You shouldn't be actually sending the company a validation of debt letter at all. And for the people, for premium disputes, that's what the validation of debt letter is. Sometimes if we're going to send a letter in, sometimes the validation of debt letter, sometimes it's maybe a goodwill letter, depending on what type of account you have. Everything is different, but you should send a letter definitely to the credit bureau first before you even think about sending them a validation of debt letter. Once that account is on your credit report, that means that you missed the step where you're supposed to ask them to validate the debt. Like, as soon as you get the letter in the mail, so they're supposed to, after they talk to you, they have 5 days to send you a letter in the mail. If they don't talk to you at all, they still send you a letter in the mail letting you know, hey, you owe $1,000 on this debt. If you do not ask to validate this debt, this account could be added to your credit reports in 30 days, and we're going to assume that the debt is yours. At that point, you're supposed to send a validation of debt letter. Like at that point, you're supposed to send a validation of that letter. After that time has passed, the account is added to your credit reports, then you need to first send a letter to the credit bureaus. And after you send a letter to the credit bureaus, there's a special type of HIPAA letter that I send for medical collections. I used to have plenty of medical collections on my credit reports, y'all. And don't ask me why, because I had insurance. But most of them was with a company called AmeriCollect. Now, AmeriCollect, all I had to do, well, I sent the letters to the credit bureaus. Like a few of them came off. I think I had like 8 of them. A few of them came off from just that letter. But I'm like, AmeriCollect, like, why won't you just delete all of them? I just realized they're just different. So what I did was I sent the letter directly to the company. And with the letter directly to the company, that was actually a HIPAA letter. So I don't know if I have that letter. Let me know if you're part of exclusive membership, because I can add that direct letter that I use into the exclusive membership so you guys can use it also. But just send that letter to the credit bureaus, and you'll send a copy of that same letter too. You'll send a copy of that letter to the company. So you send it to the credit bureaus, you send it to the company. But remember, this is after your first round of letters. But that's what you're going to do to try to get that medical collection deleted. And don't forget to, don't be shy with doing like CFPB complaints or like the Better Business Bureau complaints. And I don't know how long you've been working on this account, but I always tell people, like, seriously, y'all, we need to dispute accounts until it's over, like until they remove it. I don't care if it takes you a year sometimes. Sometimes accounts are stubborn like that, but just stay persistent with these accounts if they're not removed. And sometimes too, if it's on your credit report, try to see, instead of fighting these medical collections, because like I remember last time I even had a collection on my credit report, as soon as that thing came off my credit report, my credit score went up 40 points. 40. So it's like, instead of fighting a collection, sometimes after like 6 months that went by, or maybe even like, depending on what you're trying to do, you're trying to buy a house, like after like 3 months, you send round 1 letter, it don't get deleted. And this is after I sent you the letter. After round 1 letter, it wasn't deleted. You did the HIPAA, like I told you, you sent that to the company, and you sent it to the credit bureaus, and you send a last complaint saying you finna sue them. You're going to send in complaints to the Better Business Bureau, and you do all these steps. If it's not removed at that time, and they, at this time too, the second letter, they should send you back some proof. They should send you back some proof. If they send you all a valid proof and if they're not really violating any HIPAA like that, I suggest you guys really settle that collection out, especially if you know that collection is yours, because even if you get that account removed from your credit report, they're going to sell it to another company that's going to put it on your credit report. So now it's not with AmeriCollect, but now it's with Portfolio Recovery. Now it's with a whole different company. And like I told you guys, like Portfolio Recovery, if you guys have like accounts like that or middling on your credit reports, if you guys pay them, they're going to automatically remove from your credit reports. And then they even let you settle at 50%. And I had a debt with Portfolio Recovery, and they let me settle it at 50%. So if you guys have that account, like, I understand you can fight back and forth with them, but after you fought for about 3 months, you know, especially if you're trying to get a house, you're trying to get a car, you're trying to really boost your credit score, stop fighting with them so much, especially if you know it's your debt, and just pay it. Because if you fight with them so much that it's removed from your credit report, if you don't later on, like right after it's removed, call them and settle it out anyway, then most likely they're going to sell it to a new company. And that's when you're going to get the letter in the mail saying, hey, Rickita, we now have your debt, and you owe us $1,000. If you do not send us a letter in 30 days to validate the debt, we're going to add it to your credit report. So it's like a whole new process that you don't even want to go through. So you may want to settle that debt while it's still on your credit report, and try to see if they can do like a pay for deletion, so that they can remove that account from your credit report after you pay it. But some companies, like I said, they're going to automatically delete it. But like I said, let me know if you want me to add that HIPAA letter that I use to the exclusive membership, because I can definitely add that. But that's something I personally like use, y'all. But I will add it for sure. Okay. So 23 questions down. I'm actually keeping track on how many questions we actually answer, and then the times that I answer them, because I want to send it to the people that asked it, or I want to have them available later. I don't know. Let me answer this question, but like I said too, this is kind of one that's gonna take a little bit, because everybody's situation is different. and the credit card could technically be different. So this person is asking, would you be able to use the credit card at a merchant? Do you get a physical card that can be used anywhere? So let me break down the credit cards, and then let me tell you guys about like which ones you probably can use at a which ones you would have to use at a merchant, like which one you can use at a store. Like I'll tell you all the details when it comes down to this. So I'm not sure which credit card they're talking about, but if you guys get the My Jewelers Club or the New Coast Direct, if you guys still get it for whatever reason, you can only use that at that place. If it's a Visa credit card or if it's a MasterCard, you can use that anywhere Visa or MasterCard is accepted. If you guys do like the Camping World and they give you the Good Sam credit card or the Good Sam credit card, just a regular credit card, that's a store card. If you guys get the Express card credit card, that's a store card. You can only use that there. If you guys get like the Victoria's Secret credit card, you can only use that there. But if it's a like the My Jewelers Club and the New Coast Direct, I wish I had my purse around me. They do send you a credit card. I still have them because sometimes, I just have them all in there just in case I want to make a video, show you guys. I'll have them. I want to keep up with them. But they do send you a physical card. A lot of times, a lot of these stores will send you, or a lot of these companies will send you a physical card, but that doesn't mean that you can use it everywhere. If it says Visa or MasterCard, then at that point, you know that you can use it everywhere. So that's the biggest thing. You want to get Visa or MasterCard because you can use it everywhere. And let me know too if you're still in here, like which credit card you're referring to. So if I know which credit card that you're referring to, then I can go into greater details on that. But if you see Visa or MasterCard, then you know you can use that credit card everywhere. If it's just a regular, like a store card, or if it's a store card, it's usually just with that card, like with that store, that's it. You can't use it everywhere. But they added that like 45 minutes ago. They're probably not here. Okay, so let's answer this one next. I already have 3 more questions on here, and then I'm going to answer the questions that you guys actually added to the comments. So if you want to add some more questions to the comments, I'm going to actually go down the list and answer them. Now, since everything is kind of backwards, when I say that, some of the stuff I may not know what you're talking about if you're not very specific. So try to be specific so I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, here we are here. So Rickita, my FICO. So yeah, if your credit, like having credit cards is very, very important. Like that's the most important part when it comes down to credit. Remember, credit is, can you take my money and can you pay me back? That's all it is. Can you take my money and can you pay it back? That's all it really is. So if you on your credit reports, all we see is the $1,200 in accounts that you still owe, anybody's going to run from that. They're like, you're not even taking money from anybody right now. So if you really want to get your credit score up more, then definitely you want to get 4 credit cards. So add those 4 credit cards onto your credit reports. And with a 507 credit score, you're probably going to have to start with secure credit cards. So start with like the Navy Fed. You guys can get the credit builder card. Those are in the description because you only have to start off with a $200 limit. If you guys are like in Wisconsin, you can get like an Open Sky credit card. They're not going to check your credit at all. And you can start off with a $200 limit. And also work on getting that self account because that's going to help build your credit. Kickoff account. I don't know if I told you guys about that, but I definitely want to type that here just in case. A lot of people sign up for kickoff, even myself. I maxed out some of my credit cards, and when I added that kickoff account on my credit report, my credit score went up 37 points. So definitely you guys sign up for that kickoff account if your credit score is really low, because you're going to see a great increase to your credit score. So definitely sign up for like those easy accounts that you can get approved for. Now, as your credit score go higher and as the $1,200 in debt get removed from your credit reports, I don't even know like what that is. Is it 5 different accounts? Is it one account? I think that really makes a big difference too. But as that get removed from your credit reports, your credit score is going to go higher. And then they're going to see that you have like multiple credit cards too that you're paying on, to the point where when you apply for a credit card, they're going to most likely approve you because your credit score is higher, you no longer have any debt, and you're doing good. So definitely get those credit cards, and check out some of my videos like easy credit cards that you can definitely get. Oh, that is good. Look at Skinny D. They said, thank you so much for all your information. I finally got the Navy Fed $25,000 credit card. That is good. I hope you're jumping up and down crazy like I would be. I would be jumping up and down like something wrong with me. But that is good. Congratulations. Everybody clap for them. Like, that is huge that you got that credit card. But just just start the process of getting credit cards, and you're going to get more. But you don't have to use your credit cards either. Like, you don't have to use your credit cards. And when I say you don't have to use them in terms of you going to buy like a lot of items. Like I tell you guys, if you just want to have credit so it can start building your credit, so you don't even want to have credit cards so it can start building your credit, just put like $5 on it, just so that make sure that they don't stop reporting on you. If they stop reporting, they're not going to build your credit because they're not letting the credit bureaus know that you're paying on time. But congratulations to you. That's awesome. Oh, this is good. This is definitely good. All right, so we have these last 2 questions. Let me see if I like the last. Okay, yeah, that's a good one too. Okay, y'all asked a good question. I have not had to skip any questions, so I'm very happy on the questions that you guys asked, because I wasn't confused. I kind of got what was going on, so I really appreciate that from you guys. But let's answer these last questions. So this person is asking, all of these credit cards secure, do you have an annual fee on them? If you guys, it depends on which credit card you have, but a lot of the secure credit cards, they have an annual fee. Don't forget to, when it comes down to secure credit cards, you're going to pay a high interest rate for them, and most likely you're going to have an annual fee. So just check with the different credit cards out there to see if you're going to have an annual fee or not. But I tell people, like, especially if your credit is bad, start off with Navy Fed. Like, seriously, you're not going to have an annual fee at all, and then that card is going to graduate. And I believe too, with the Discovery, you're not going to have an annual fee if you start off with secure. And I think, let's look at Capital One. I believe Capital One, it is an annual fee for that credit card. Let's see though. They'll let us know. So let me share my screen too. So like, let me show y'all how I investigate. Because sometimes people tell me about credit cards that's not even out there yet. They're like, I heard this. Like, you help me see if the credit card is safe. And I like have to break down the company to see, like, let me look at everything to see if that's a good company or not. But let me see. Let me add it to the stream. Let's see. So this is the Capital One. Let's do this. Let's go to credit cards. Let's go to credit building. Let's see if their card is actually secure. I mean, if it's the annual fee. So look right here on these Capital One credit cards. I'm sorry, my nose is getting stopped up from all this talking too. The Platinum credit card, these are regular credit cards, but I want you to know how to look, right? So the Platinum MasterCard, if you look down here where it says annual fee, you don't have an annual fee for that. The Quicksilver, these are regular. They have an annual fee. The Journey Student Rewards credit card, they don't have an annual fee. Now let's look at their secure credit card. They don't have an annual fee for Capital One. So maybe you want to apply for this Capital One secure MasterCard. But a lot of times when you think about secure credit cards, you are going to have annual fee. So like, get ready for that. And look at the companies. Look, we have to look and search that up. They do have a annual fee. But there go the link for Capital One if you want that Capital One credit card, because there is no annual fee, which is amazing. But like I said too, build that relationship with Navy Fed. If you have a secure credit card right now, that's probably because your credit score is not that great. But when it turned great, Navy Fed can be there with open arms waiting on you. Okay, that's our last question that I have here, you guys. And don't forget to, I have the link where you guys can send me your questions. Send me your questions anytime, because the next time I go live, I'm going to automatically have all of these questions that I can answer. And you guys probably seen out there too, I have like the small videos. You guys will see like I have like the smaller videos that's basically us going live. So you'll find your question. I'm going to try to phrase it kind of the same way you phrase it. So you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't catch her, but she actually had the video for me. That's kind of the effect that I want to have. But yeah, drop that question whenever I'm live. I'm going to answer it, and you're going to see it pop up on the YouTube channel within like a week and a half. Sometimes sooner than that. You may see it if you, depending on when you put it in, you may be the first question that you may see it the same day or next day. But this is our last question here, and then I want to go through the comments that we have. So someone said that I applied for the Secure Capital One card. Yeah, still got denied. And we just talked about this credit card, which is perfect that this question came up. Capital One is not going to approve everybody that apply for a secure credit card. I see a lot of times if you have like a bankruptcy, they wouldn't approve you. But if you don't get approved for the secure Capital One, you can also always start off with like the self account. You can start off with an Open Sky secure credit card. You can get the Credit Builder credit card, and I have the link for the Credit Builder down in the comments. And I believe it's only like 2 or 3 states that you can do the Credit Builder card with. I like the Credit Builder card. It's a secure credit card, but you only required to put $200 down. They'll allow you to have 2. So you can actually get 2 credit cards with them. And on top of that, they're going to report to the credit bureaus before you can get the credit card. So usually you're going to see them report sometimes in as little as 2 weeks. So that's going to give you a huge increase to your credit score. And I always tell you guys about it, but I remember, and it's actually a little while back, but it still happened. It happened like 2 years ago. But I remember when a client signed up for the credit builder card, they only got 1. Their credit score went up 87 points. After that, I started like, okay, listen, y'all need to get this credit builder card because it's amazing. Because even before you get the credit card, it's going to report and increase your credit score, which is huge. Companies don't do that. They usually wait till you get your credit card and wait till your first bill come out, and then they report to the credit bureaus. And at that point, their credit score will go up. But the credit builder card, they play no games. They'll report to the credit bureau in as little as 2 weeks. But if you got denied for that secure Capital One credit card, try different companies. Capital One is not the only company. Capital One is just kind of very strict on certain things, but you definitely have other companies out there that you can try to get a credit card with. Okay, so let's go through all the questions. Now that I went through all of those, let me see if there's any other question. We talked about limit. We already started sending out letters to get his accounts removed from his credit reports. If we sent out, if you guys are a part of exclusive membership, it's very, very important that you guys send us a copy of your ID and something with your proof of address, or like a copy of a social security card. Let me tell you why though, because sometimes I see a lot of people, you move to a new address, the credit bureaus don't even know your address, or we're telling them to remove certain addresses from your credit reports. And they're like, hey, we don't even know who you are. And if you guys don't give us that information, you're going to get a letter in the mail letting you know, hey, please send us a copy of your ID. Please send a copy of your social security card or something with your proof of address, when we could have already just sent that in for you guys. So make sure that if you're part of exclusive membership, give us that information. But as soon as we get your application, we're going to send out letters right away. So we're going to send out letters right away to get accounts removed from your credit report. So understand that. And if we see that, so some people, we will need a copy of our ID, social security card, and that's because we want to dig deep and get like your old addresses, you may have additional social security numbers on your credit reports, additional date of birth on your credit reports. To get that stuff removed, we really need proof that you are who you are and the information that you're telling them is actually the correct information. Oh, excuse me. But also, if we see that the current address that you say that you have is actually on your credit reports, you will be okay with us actually just sending out the letter and you send that to us the next round, like the second round, like, because we're going to try to send out the letters right away. I tell my assistants all the time that I want to be fast. Like, I want us to be faster. So anytime we get your application, we got everything that we need. We're trying to send out letters same day for you. So please, we want to prepare these letters and send them out same day. So if you know you sign up for exclusive membership, try to get us your ID and proof of address right away. But if you don't do it, like I said, you'll be okay. You'll definitely be okay. Just make sure as soon as possible you send that information to us. Tell me else, ain't glad to catch the vibe. It's a hot day today here too. It is very, very hot here, but I like it. My iron is low. My iron is low, so this is like perfect for me. I just can't see myself going to like 70 degrees because I'm going to freeze. I'm going to freeze. I'll talk that truth, Rickita. Thank you. We definitely went over all three of your questions, so we got you. So it's not too many people I missed, huh? Oh, hold on, wait. I'm done a shopping cart trick and got approved for store cards, but how do I do the shopping cart trick and get approved for Visa or MasterCard? So I told you guys about the shopping cart trick, and with the shopping cart trick, there's only certain companies where you can actually even get the Visa credit card. So with that company, I always tell you guys, like, if you want to see if it's going to work, because I know if you were to, if it was going to work for you, you can try this company. Let me show you which one I want you to try, because if you already tried them and they gave you a store card, most likely if you go anywhere else, like if you try to get like a Sportsman Guy Visa a credit card, and that should be able to work with the shopping cart trick, then if you try to get the Camping World and you just get the store card, you can't get the Visa. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. But let me show you the Camping World Visa website, because I want you to try to see, since you got the shopping cart trick credit cards, you should be able to get a pop-up with the Camping World credit card. And this is the website here. And like I said, too, if you already got this one and gave you a store card, then they probably don't want to give you a Visa credit card, but just try it first. So with this, all you'll do is click on Shop Now. And with the shopping cart trick, all you want to do is find items between 200. You want to put enough items in your cart between $200 and $250. So like something like this would be perfect. I can get 2 of these and I will be between that $200 and $250 mark. So let's choose our options. Let's just add, and it could be anything. I'm just adding anything to the card. So I'm adding that set to the card. Okay, let's just add them separately, I guess. Maybe my computer is just really slow. Yeah, I don't think they want me to do it, y'all. I don't think that they want me to do it. Yeah, I don't think that they want me to be on this website, because it's not really, unless I'm not pressing something right. Yeah, but like I said, add $200 to $250 worth of items. If we get 2 of these at $110, that's going to be $220. We're going to be between that $200 and $250 mark. And when you guys try to do the Camping World credit card, I showed you guys the person that got approved for a $3,000 Visa card with them. I believe they said that they got an inquiry. So understand that there's a chance that you may get an inquiry on your credit reports. So understand that. But if you're able to get that Visa credit card, that means that you may be able to get like other Visa credit cards, like I said, like the Sportsman Guy Visa. But I believe in the description I have, or even on my website right here, 750andupclub.com. And you guys can use the credit 15 at the bottom. You guys probably see it going past. Use that discount. You get 15% off because I have like the complete guide of the shopping cart trick, all of the credit cards, and there's even Visa credit cards there that you guys can try. But try the Camping World first. If they give you the Camping World or you get the pop up, or like I said, even if they give you that Visa credit card, then you know that you may be able to get a Visa credit card with other companies. But definitely try it and let me know how that goes. 1 second, y'all. Okay. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Oh, that was that person here. They working me to the bone. I think I work a lot, but I think that I've been doing more thinking and strategizing. I think I've been in that stage, and I have my people. It's a team, so I don't think I overwork it too much. Can you please take a look at my credit reports? Let me see if I can find you in my system before I say yes or no. Because what I'll do is I'll look at your credit reports. I can't even look. I can't even see right now, you guys. I'm sorry. Let me see if you're in the system though before I believe so though. That name is very familiar. Troy. Yep. Let me look. Oh yeah, here you go right here. Yeah, I can look at your credit reports. I'm kind of looking at them now. And like we just got your we just did an update for you today for your credit reports. But let's talk though. Let's talk. And then I'll tell Israel. Oh, I had a schedule an hour ago. Oh my gosh. Let me try to see. I'll have Israel schedule a call. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, y'all, but I want to put that in there because if I'm a lie to you. If I was like, I'm gonna call you. If you're not scheduled, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna call and be forgetting. Like, and I had another call, but using my assistant to call y'all to see if y'all available because I used to hate calling. Y'all wasn't available. I used to be so mad. Like, oh my gosh, I got prepared. Okay. All right, y'all. We almost done with this. Let's see. Almost done with these questions. What is the procedure? So if you're trying to purchase another home, then what I would do is I will already put that house down so that, or put that house as it is rented already if you want to rent to one of your children, and then start having a paper trail that they're paying rent because you can use that as income. And on top of that, if you want to get another mortgage, it depends on if you have like a FHA. If you have like a FHA loan, you can only have one FHA loan at a time. So if you have an FHA loan, you may want to go ahead and refinance that loan and then buy another home with an FHA loan. If that's like a loan and it's not like a FHA loan, it's just a regular conventional loan, then you can go and just purchase another home. It'll just be You just fill out the application, make sure your credit can vouch for it. You just purchase another home and you can get FHA loan, or you can go conventional, or if you want to go VA, whatever you want to do, USDA. But understand that whatever you want to do with that house that you're in right now, you can do with it. But I suggest that you try to have a paper trail that you're renting it, so you can potentially use that as your income. But if you need help with this, definitely call or text us. 833 Rickita. I can't even, let me see me move back some. 833 Rickita, and you can see it down here too at the bottom. But go ahead, this way. Go ahead and call us, and then we can help you with that. And don't forget, y'all, I have my own real estate brokerage. I was a realtor, but now I have my whole own company. So definitely we help with mortgages. We actually just got somebody approved with a Navy Fed home loan. So definitely you guys call or text us if you need help with that, because we can help you get approved for your home and take you through the full process. And remember, a lot of times, I told you guys that earlier, you only need like a 580 credit score to get your home. So jump on that if you definitely want to do it. I'm trying to help my son. What's the best way to remove a student loan? Send a dispute in to the credit bureaus to remove that student loan. And it depends on who the student loan is with. Because some of the student loan companies like Fed Loan, Fed Loan Servicing, there may be their student loans are easy to remove, but sometimes they want to play hardball to the point where they'll remove it from like your Equifax, they'll remove from your TransUnion, but it may still stick with a certain credit bureau. So that credit bureau may like play hardball. But whatever address that you have with those student loans, try to also change that too. So say if you stayed at 123 Main Street, and that's where that's the address that the student loan company have for you, try to move to 2436 Main Street. Try to use a different address, or if you already have a new address, make sure that the address is on your credit report and you remove the 123 Main Street. And that's going to be easier. Technically your old address. That's going to be easier once you get that address removed from your credit report to actually get the student loans removed. But just send a letter into the credit bureaus. Seems like you're taking on too many clients right now. I don't think I'm taking on too many clients. I think my biggest problem is that clients are not sending me anything. And I have people that help behind the scenes to do disputes. I think that the biggest thing is every time that we send a letter out to the credit bureau, you're supposed to get something in the mail. Clients do not send this to us. If they send it to us, they'll send us 1 or 2 pages, but it's 15 pages long. And we really need to see everything. Another thing, they're not sending us personal information. A lot of people sign up and they don't send us a copy of their ID, and they don't send us any proof of address or a social security card. So I think that's like the biggest thing right now. And sometimes if I tell certain clients, hey, you should follow these steps, they don't actually follow those steps. I think that's the biggest thing. But I don't think there's a such thing as taking on too many clients, because it's more than it's 7 of us on the team, so we definitely can handle it. And as more clients coming in, we're still able to send out the first round of credit reports as soon as you sign up. Now, if it gets to the point where you have to sign up and it's been like 2 weeks or it's been longer, then I'll realize like we probably taken on too many clients. But a lot of people that sign up for the exclusive membership, they just want access to our letters, so we're not even doing anything to their credit. They're just a part of the exclusive membership. So I don't think it's too many clients. I just want them to be more available to send information to us. So I want you to make sure that you have at least 4 credit cards on your credit reports. Like, I didn't hear anything about like your credit cards. Make sure you have at least 4 credit cards on your credit reports. And if you do have 4 credit cards, what's the balance on those credit cards? Are you maxing out those credit cards right now? I think like having that information is like very, very important. So let me know like if you have at least 4 credit cards. And if you're not here, just make sure you have 4 credit cards, and make sure you don't spend more than 3 to 5% on those credit cards. And make sure you also have 2 installment accounts reporting to all 3 credit bureaus. I think that's the biggest thing. And anything negative that you have on your credit reports, late payments, bankruptcies, charge-offs, start to remove those accounts right away also. and you'll see your credit score go up. But I'm pretty sure that's probably what you've been doing to get the 100 point increase. But just check those credit cards to make sure that those are all correct. How do I join the exclusive membership? To join the exclusive membership, all you have to do is go to 750andupclub.com. And if you guys use the credit 101, let me move my head. If you guys use the credit 101 right here where it says credit 101, you guys will get $30 off. You guys will get a coupon to get $30 off. So all you have to do is go to the website, find which exclusive membership you want to do. You have the option to do a lifetime membership where you don't have to pay monthly, or you have the monthly membership option. So find out which one you want to do, put credit 101 in, and you're inside the exclusive membership. If you only sign up for the exclusive membership because you want us to start working on your credit, all I want you to do is just fill out get your credit reports from Identity IQ. All of this will be available when you go into the exclusive membership. Get your credit reports, and also just fill out the application. As soon as you get your credit reports and you put your login information for your credit reports on your application, we're going to start working on your credit reports at that time. And you guys are going to have access to our portal where you'll be able to see like updates to your credit reports. But yeah, it's that simple. Go to 750andupclub.com. Google law offices, NBA, usually do pay for delete. I honestly don't know. Let me look them up. Okay, so I see something here. Yeah, what I suggest you do is call them. Call them and ask them. You don't have to give them any information because I see people talking about it, but they're like, you need to just work on disputing that account. And some people saying that you should go ahead and send a complaint into the Better Business Bureau. When you send a complaint into the Better Business Bureau, it's a better chance of getting that account removed. So try to do that first before you even try to do like a pay for deletion, because after you get it removed from your credit report, they're going to want to settle the account with you regardless, because there's no other reason why they'll want to keep that account. But if they settle it with you, then they'll have to sell it to another company. But call them, ask them, hey, would you guys delete an account once it's paid? And if they say yes, then it is yes. If they say no, then it is no. But a lot of times, if you just call them and ask them right away, they'll let you know the answer. But like I said, I seen that people say that you should do a complaint with the Better Business Bureau, and then that account is going to be easier to get removed. Oh, this is them saying that they got the Navy Fed account for 25K. That is good. That is really good. I'm happy to hear that. And they only been a member with Navy Fed for 4 months. That is good. That is really good. I joined this live late. This is my first time at Navy. You should still be able to get an account with Navy Fed, but the question is there what type of limit are you going to get? And I want you to see too, do you have any, like some people, they can have a mid 600s, but they can have a bankruptcy, or they can have repos. They can still have some type of negative accounts. Try to see if you have any accounts that you still owe on, and try to see if there's some way you can get them removed or try to sell them. But you could definitely apply for the Navy Fed credit card. I would tell you to apply if you got that mid 600. I would tell you to apply for it. I've seen some people say that they got approved with a lower credit score, so definitely. I like when y'all congratulate each other. That's amazing. Let me go here to show you the credit card that you're. Somebody asked what credit card are they going to be asking for with Navy Fed. Let me pull up the credit cards for you guys. I'm getting tired now, but we've been live for a while. Wake up some. I'm like, I need to wake up some. We're almost done. So let me share my screen with you. If I were you, I would try to get this card here. Let me actually add it to the comments. Is the right one? Okay, there we go. Too many tabs open, y'all. Here it is here. Let me remove that. That's not the one. Okay, here it is here, you guys. So yeah, try to just get that cash rewards credit card. This should be an easy credit card for you to get, especially with your credit scores. But at the same time, for those people that's just starting off, this would be the secure credit card. Remember I tell you guys about getting a $200 secure credit card? You guys can get this secure credit card, only put $200 down, and then they're going to increase your credit limit in about 6 months to a $2,000 credit card. And then once you get that increase, you're going to start with the blue one. I always tell you guys that. I'm like, let me show you now. But you're gonna start with the blue one, but then they're gonna upgrade you here. So you're gonna have secure, but then they're gonna see a green credit card, which is a cash rewards credit card. They're gonna send you that in the mail. But I suggest you should try to apply for this credit card when you apply for a credit card. We talked about this earlier. Somebody paid their credit cards completely off, and their FICO score went down. Why is that? I told you guys, when you guys pay your credit cards completely off, they're not going to report to the credit bureaus, or they're not going to report your new history that you're paying on time. So I'll tell you guys, try to keep a balance between 3 to 5% if you do not want to pay any interest on your credit cards. So if you don't want to pay any interest, you can pay off your credit cards, right? You can pay them off, pay the balance off, right? But you can also charge something new on your credit card. So say if you pay off your balance and on your due date, you buy something for like $5. That after 2 days, usually after 2 days, it's not going to be a pending charge anymore. It's going to be a posted charge. And usually 3 days after you pay your bill, they're going to add that account to your credit report. It's about 3 days, right? Every company is different. So if on your day that you pay your credit card, you buy something for $5, within 2 days, they're going to post that $5 onto your credit report. So now your statement balance is going to be $5. Your statement balance usually don't come out until 3 days after your due date. So that's kind of like something you can do if you don't want to pay any interest on your credit cards, but you want something to report, then you can go that route. But a lot of times people say that when they have their credit cards at zero, their credit score go down, which is kind of awkward. Like, why would my credit score go down if I'm paying it off? Like, you would think that they want you to pay it off, right? And understand that they're probably not going to be reporting to the credit bureaus anymore. Oh, thank you. I guess it's a good way to end our discussion. And I already went over the student loans removal. Just send a letter in to the credit bureaus. Send a letter into the credit bureaus, and then whoever the student loan is with, you can send a letter to that company also. And also remember this too, you guys. If you got, babe, that's kind of loud. I can't even concentrate. Thank you. If you guys do like a rehabilitation loan on your credit report, or if you guys do like a rehabilitation loan and a rehab loan, it's called that. A rehab loan is when you have to pay on your student loans to bring them back current. When you do that to bring them back current, all of your previous negative history, they're going to remove that from your credit reports. That's part of their terms. Usually you have to pay on it for 9 months, and they'll let you know you'll come up with an amount that you want to pay. But those people that have like student loans that's like charged off, terminated, or that's actually sent to another company. You know, you having major problems like that. It's not just late payments. You may just want to do the rehab and just wait. It just waited on out, and then they're going to update it to the point where they're going to remove all of your past negative history. And that'd be best for those people. Like I said, if you know for sure it's not just late payments, you have major problems with your student loans, because you can keep trying to dispute certain student loans, but unless you're the type of person, like if you want to guarantee you want to get something removed, definitely you can do a police report, but that's totally illegal, right? But like I said, sometimes you send a letter to the credit bureau. It's not a guarantee that they will remove from your credit reports. But if you was to rehab your loan, you don't have to go through that guess game. You don't have to play any games with them. They're going to update any negative history that they reported onto your credit reports. But I think that's everything, you guys. Don't forget, if you guys are a part of my exclusive membership and you haven't gotten your t-shirts yet, please go ahead and get your t-shirts now. Like I told you guys, we're going to have what you guys may get random shirts. Like I don't have it where you want to get a set shirt yet because of the inventory. So you guys may receive the black shirt with the white writing, or you guys may also receive like a white shirt with black writing, or you guys may also receive a white shirt with blue writing. So everything, you know, you may get something different, but definitely go ahead and fill out the form. And let me actually give you that form now that you have to fill out, and I'm going to send you guys the t-shirts starting next Friday. So here it is here. And if you guys want to join the exclusive membership, make sure you guys actually use the credit 101 right here. Let me move over some. Use credit 101, because if you guys do that, you guys will get $30 off a sign up. And if you guys text SCORE to 21,000, I believe I send you the link right away so you can sign up for the exclusive membership. If you guys have any questions going forward, I see we're at no questions right now, but if you guys have any questions going forward, don't forget you can always send me all of your questions using this link here. So let me actually give you that link that you can use. Use this to send me all of your live questions, and I will answer them for you. And I actually got some more live questions. But we've been live for more than 2 hours, so I'll catch you guys in the next live video. Like I said, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Make sure you guys are thumbsing up this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And bye-bye, everybody.